Hey friends, I'm here at my purple hive, and I wanted to do another feeding and with the sugar and pollen patties, but I also wanted to touch on my last video. If you recall, that video, the wind was blowing like crazy, but you guys could still hear me. And I said I added a muff to the phone, and I just wanted to share that little videographer life hack, which was a hair bunchie, one of my daughter's hair bunchies, and a cotton ball over the mic, and you just stretch it over the mic, and the cotton ball softens the wind as it hits the phone and reduces a lot of that noise. The second thing I wanted to do, different from last time, is I want to add a couple of drone frames. This is a plastic foundation that is set up for drones, and you use these to make mite traps, where the mites will incubate with the drone, and then you freeze it and kill everything. But I also wanted to saturate my bee yards with drones so that I have enough drones available right away for when I start raising queens. The other thing different from last time, if you recall on that video, I had the smoker in the background and it was smoking, but I actually never used it because I didn't need it. The wind kept the bees down. The bees didn't want to mess around. They didn't even want to sting me. So I'm going to light the smoker, and maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't, depending on what their attitude is. But I always try to avoid using it because it can knock them out for the day. Just they won't be as productive. So, all right, let me light this up. Okay, we're gonna start this. I'm gonna do a quick inspection as well, but also just like the other time, I'm going to flip my hat around and flip the two medium frames with the deep frame. So the deep frame is right under the feeder, so they festoon there and hopefully start to draw it out. So I'm going to actually bring the tripod over and see if you guys can watch over my shoulder here. Okay, there we go. You won't be over my shoulder, but you'll be in front of me across the hive. So here we go. There's the feeder. Whoa. They're really building it out. I'll clean that later. Yeah, they're starting to comb that too, this one. No queen. Always check for the queen. Hello, bees. taking out number 2. They're going real funky on this one. They're building this one out nice, this side. There. Just for my notes, they're building out number 1 as well. But it looks like they're doing it a bit kooky as well. That's heavy. Okay. Number 3 has open cells and brood on top. The open sections are emerged bees, and then there's surrounding is still bees that have not emerged. And of course on top is honey. And on the back side, more honey, and they're still building out the comb. And there's open brood here as well, on this side here. Whatever's not capped is open brood on this side. And on this side, all kinds of stuff. Capped brood, nectar, pollen. That's beautiful. Pardon me. Oh, that's beautiful. All capped brood. The bottom edges is open larva. They're really working this one. This comb here, this frame rather, would be 90%, over 90% covered with brood. Excuse me, pardon me, honeys. Okay, this one is really heavy with nectar, and they're filling out the comb very nicely. I think I had checkerboarded this one in. And this one is some brood, but mostly capped honey and nectar and some pollen there. This is all wonky here, wonky comb. There's a bunch of bees under this. Let's see if they fix that. Number 8 is completely empty here. Totally empty. Slide that back. Slide that over. Alright, I did not find the queen in this one, so I'm going to go in the one under. Okay, looks like we had a little interruption there. Just open this box up, this medium, and we are just gonna quick peek for the queen. Of course, you don't need to see the queen if you see eggs and really young larvae, but I can't see eggs right now. I don't have the eyes for it. So for right now, I'll look for the queen. Maybe next time I'll bring a pair of spectacles and be able to see something. Frame number 1, totally empty. Frame number 2 is full of nectar and pollen. Tons of pollen on this one. And it's covered with drones as well. Taking advantage. Okay. It's beautiful. 90% brood on that side. We'll say 60% brood on this side. %70 brood and 70% brood again. Still no queen. This one's got a ton of open larvae and nectar. Oops. Pardon me while I... Some of these babies little agitated. There you go. Okay. Oh, come on. Every time I look at that side. Let's try this again. There's the queen. We lost her. There, she's all the way on top here. There she is. Yellow dot right there. Very good. This one they're building the wrong way there. I'm going to knock them off and scrape that out. I'll do that last. Just gonna peek and see. Pardon me. Anybody? Nothing. Still no wax here, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch them. Alright, so here's the funny thing. I keep thinking I'm hearing an angry bee buzzing at me, and what it actually is these drones. I'm not experienced with drones yet, and they're so big that when they buzz by, they sound like a bee is when they're angry at me, because they're buzzed real loud. And really they buzz at a higher pitch when they're agitated, but I'm still not used to it. And I'm thinking it's an agitated bee, but it's been a drone this whole time. I just got a good look at it. Okay. Oh, I squished one. So sorry. Ah, I almost forgot. That in there. Sorry this is taking so long. This. Put in the pollen substitute. That's it, folks. Closing up shop. Thanks for watching.